this is the one that I could definitely that seemed to be attributed to him exactly online. And it says, what you remove from the root canal is more important than what you put inside it.
Yeah. Probably the endodontic historian that, if he was sitting right here, he's my friend, Jim Gutman. Are you out there? Jim. James Gutman. He's written books and he's traveled prolifically around the world, and his MO is he'll go to Asia for 6 months. Okay, he'll go to Southeast Asia for 4 months. He'll go to somewhere in Europe, and he'll be at a dental school, and he'll be in some kind of sabbatical work, and he's working with kids and looking at research. And anyway, he is the endodontist historian. He's actually written a book about the history of endodontics. So when we say this quote, we think it's pretty sure it's Schiller's. Jim might have a different opinion, but I doubt it.
Right, because when I told you this is the one that I found that seemed to be attributed to him, you said, oh, I didn't know he said that. So
yeah, because I've heard it my whole life, and it's even in books, but nobody ever attributes it to who said it when. So what it means to me is, you can argue all day long about your filling technique, because if you look at different iterations or generations of clinical endodontics, sometimes we were really focused in on filling root canal systems. Was it lateral condensation? Was it a carrier-based obturator? Was it a paste? Was it vertical condensation? Was it a different material like Hydron or Resilon? So we've had many arguments, discussions, and debates about filling root canal systems. I think what Schiller would have meant perfectly from knowing him is, you can fill with all kinds of stuff, but if you haven't cleaned out the root canal system, you haven't done your job. So we know we don't get everything out. We know we leave some microorganisms around. And if they are cut off from their substrates, they have no food, so they sclerose and die and become dormant. That's why when filling materials leach out, and it opens up the root canal system to secondary leakage, and that invites longitudinal failure. So I think he was always stressing, and I must say in those days they didn't have a section that was called disinfection. It was, you got to understand out there, if you're a little bit older, we did root canals over longer periods of time. And some people did 2 visits. So the irrigant was in the canals for an enormous amount of time. And we were shaping with stainless steel files and reamers, reamers and files. That was a Schiller thing. And so the shapes developed progressively, authentically, and they were appropriate. But there was always a whole bath of irrigation around every single instrument that went inside that came out. So he always was talking about the importance of cleaning a root canal system. Cleaning.
Yeah, and this also reminds me of what you've always said to me. Like if someone has a toothache and you extract that tooth, then the toothache goes away, like pretty much 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's because you're removing all of the bacteria as well as the whole tooth in that case. But
you are very definitive in removing microorganisms.
Right.